All right, Markov baby namer. Hadaridin, Cato, Din, Manelti, Alayton, Jado, and Tricken. I actually like Jado. Alisa, Julse, Beganic, Gabe, Shara, Calais actually looks pretty nice. Let's try that again. Anth, Min, and Jelena. Okay, so now we're going to go through the thing. So as you see here, I have a main loop that just calls the utility function that says begin baby namer, and utility function. I just have a whole bunch of stuff that says to index, which basically takes in the char and turns it into a number. Default for the space or for the pipes that I use, and then to char where I take either value through 1 to 26 and translate it into a char, and if it's default, I return just a pipe. So then we begin the baby namer, just general standard input, male or female, minimum name length, maximum name length, number of names you want generated. I just capture all that, and then I just call an object and just execute it. And then here's my print. It's very simple, just for a loop and print everything out. So then here comes the meat of it. It's Markov Namer. Here's my constants, global variables, have a constructor. This is just for testing. Execute just starts, begin Markov process. I just go to start first. Start just pretty much takes in the choice, reads it, populates my name list, and then create and populate the array. This took me a crap ton. Oh my god, I had so much trouble freaking doing this, but I did it. Created a 3D array, created my chars, and then just essentially just like read out just read all the names into my list. And then also, like at first, I was just using the Java standard convert char to index or convert char to integer, but it was giving me all these crazy numbers. And I figured out, hey, maybe I should just write my own kind of to index thing, which is kind of what's going on here. And then I didn't grab the chariot. And then I always wanted to make sure that I wasn't reading the pipes unexcessively. Like I just wanted to make sure that if it was at the beginning of the letter, that both of the pipes rang as 0 and 0, so that I can always just check like basically the first letter of each name and the probability that it exists, but not having any false results either. So then, essentially if I find what I'm looking for, I just add one as a weight. And then I ran into a crazy issue here where I was getting these crazy weights and I didn't know how to really do anything with them. And so then after hours of just pulling my hair out, I figured out that I had to normalize it, which that took another hour to figure out. So then I essentially did that here, where I would just gather the count, and then if the count is not 0, then just essentially do this. I just go through it all to the alphabet count, and then I essentially just divide the model by the count, which is essentially normalizing it down to between 0 and 1. And okay, and then it was create and populate array, and then now we go to the actual Markov Namer, where it's just a list or just a for loop to num names -1, so I don't create more than what the user wants. I use pipes instead of dashes because I think pipes are cooler. So then the first instance, I just grab, the first name or just the first few characters of the name, so I can put in, 0, 0, and 1 if it's A. Then I just go through here and just build it. As you see, I just essentially just grab the chars and then just do next char, just so I can just build it out and then just add it. And then if I find something, if it's not equal to pipe, then I assign it here and just build the string to be a chars, and then just look for the next chars, and then just do that calculation. And then here I append, and then I ask if it's unique. Then I grab the extracted name so I don't print out with pipes, and then I ask if it's length, and then I just add it to a list, and then I print it. So is unique is just very simple. All I do is just run it through the name list and just see if it matches anything, and if it does, then it's false. And then is length is pretty simple. Just max it against max and min. The next char. Here's next char. Grab my indexes of those chars. Int randpol. It's a random number generated between 0 and 1. Normalize it. That's my random number generated, and I just go through to the alphabet count. Just pretty much just grab the weights, subtract it from the normalized weight, and then just return the result here if it's less than or equal to 0, because that tells me that it's